Well, hello everyone. Um, my name is Michele Faith, and I am a breast cancer survivor and a 500-hour certified yoga teacher. I hope the words start flowing a little more smoothly here this evening. Thank you all for joining, and I particularly want to thank Susan G. Komen Columbus for presenting this for us every week and working all the technical stuff for me. So we're going to start. If you don't mind, start lying down on your backs. I'm going to stay seated so that you can hear me a little bit better. We're going to do our starting centering on our backs. So go ahead and get comfortable. All right, and once you're comfortable, go ahead and soften your gaze or go ahead and close your eyes. And if you'd like, you can lay your palms on your chest and begin by gently breathing. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Breathing in and out. Aiming your breath into that spot in your chest where you can feel your breastbone, your wishbone, at the base of your sternum expanding with each breath. And continue that for a couple of rounds of breathing, inhaling into that space and exhaling. As you inhale, feel through your sternum, feel it expanding. Exhale, feel it contracting. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And now without any effort on your part, continue to allow your breathing to flow in and out naturally. Allow it to flow effortlessly without any sort of intervention on your part. And just simply continue to position your awareness right in the middle of your heart center, where your hands are. And just feel into what you feel. Notice what you notice. Feel yourself breathing. As attentively as you can, feel in to the changing sensations in the area of your heart center that accompanies each breath as it flows in and out. Lying as still and relaxed as possible. Allow your breathing to flow smoothly and easily. Noticing maybe some breaths are more shallow than others. Some may be deeper. Every breath might be different. Just remain aware of this ever-changing sensation as you breathe. And allow the breath to remind you to stay centered and present in the now. We're going to connect to our breath this evening as we practice. If your attention strays, just bring your awareness back to your breath. No judgment, no concern, just be aware of it and bring your breath attention back to your breath. You can go ahead and bring your hands back down by your side. And we're going to continue on our backs for a moment. So you can sort of flutter your eyes open as you're ready. And then pull your right knee into your chest. Point and flex your foot. Moving at your own pace. Make a circle with your foot, doesn't matter which direction. And circle the other way. And as you inhale, stretch your right leg out, stretch your arms over your head. We're going to exhale, pull your left knee into your chest. Point and flex. Make circles with your foot, go in one direction. And then the other. Inhale, stretch your left leg out, arms overhead. Exhale, pull both knees in. Just give a little rock back and forth. And then place your feet on the floor. Hands by your side. And on your next inhale, straighten your right leg out and reach your right arm over your head. Exhale, bring them back. Inhale, left leg stretches out, left arm overhead. Inhale, bring them back. Let's just alternate back and forth. Inhale, right side. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, left side. Exhale, bring it back. One more time each side. Inhale, right. Then exhale. Inhale, left. And exhale. Take your feet a little bit wider. Allow your knees to knock in towards each other. And then bring your hands to cactus or goalpost. And inhale here. When you're ready, exhale, bring your forearms together. Inhale, take it wide. Exhale, forearms together. Inhale, wide. Two more. Inhale, wide. Exhale, bring your elbows together. Inhale, wide. And then one more thing while we're on our backs. Take your left arm, bring it across your body towards your right. Just get a little twist. As you inhale, open it back up. Exhale, right arm crosses over your body, just a little twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, left arm comes across. Inhale, open. Exhale, right arm, bring it across. Inhale, open. One more time each side. Exhale, left arm comes across, twist, and open. And exhale, right arm across. And inhale, open. And then you could go ahead and roll over onto one side, whichever one you'd like. And let's come up to your hands and knees into tabletop. Hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Press through the tops of your feet onto the floor. And on your inhale, let's bring a slight tip towards your belly, towards the floor. Lift through the head and the tailbone. Hold here and pause for a couple of breaths. And then on your next exhale, pull your belly button towards your spine. Allow your spine to curl up towards the ceiling. Head and tailbone tuck under. Hold here for a couple of breaths. And then on the next inhale, let's go back and forth with the breath now. Inhale, belly tips towards the floor. Exhale, spine pulls up. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, pull your spine up, belly button tucks in. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, curl your spine up. And inhale, back to neutral. Press firmly through your hands and reach your right leg out behind you. Pause here for a moment. See if you found your balance. Reach your left hand forward. Left hand comes back to the mat. Inhale, stretch your right leg long. Exhale, right knee comes towards your towards your nose. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, long. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch it out again. Place your right foot on the mat. Turn your heel in towards your body and then firmly plant your right foot. You can kickstand your left leg out to help you with your balance. Bring your right hand behind your head. Inhale, open towards the right, reaching your right elbow up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring your elbow back towards the floor. Inhale, open, elbow faces the ceiling. Exhale, elbow faces the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, come back down. 2 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Right hand to the mat. Bring both knees back to tabletop. Just a little cat-cow at your own pace again. Inhaling your belly towards the floor. Exhaling your spine up towards the ceiling. And when you're ready, come back to tabletop. Make sure your hands are planted firmly on the mat and stretch your left leg out behind you. Find your balance and reach your right arm out. Breathe here. Right hand comes back to the mat. Inhale, stretch long through your left leg. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale long. Exhale, knee comes towards your nose. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, stretch your left leg back. Place your toes on the mat and then roll your heel in towards your body and really plant your left foot on the mat. Right leg can kickstand out and then place your left hand behind your head. So you inhale, open up to the left, and left elbow reaches up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your left elbow back down to face the mat. Inhale, open. And exhale, elbow comes back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, open. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale up. And exhale. Come back to tabletop. Pause here for a moment. Just a little cat-cow. And then walk your hands forward about 12 inches. Tuck your toes. And then pick your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Pressing firmly through your hands. You can alternate pressing one heel towards the mat and bending the opposite knee. Just going back and forth. And then press both heels evenly towards the mat. On your next inhale, soften your knees, look to the top of the mat, and then exhale, walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, bring your palms to your shins, and exhale, fold. Bend your knees, press through your feet as you inhale, reach all the way up, and exhale, hands to your heart. And we're going to do what we call a half sun salutation, just a couple rounds of that to make sure you're nice and warm. So inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale on your flat back, you can bring your palms to your shins, and exhale, fold. Slight bend to your knees, press through your feet, inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to do that 2 more times, really tuning into your breath as you do it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. And one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. And let's turn sideways. With your toes facing the long edge of your mat. And bring your toes out to the side so they're facing the corners. Put your hands on your upper thighs. And as you inhale, lengthen through your spine. And exhale, start to lower down with your knees staying over your toes. And you can roll your thighs open a bit. It's not about how deep you can go into the pose, but it's about keeping the thighs rolled away from the midline and keeping your knees over your toes. Bring your arms back to cactus or to goalpost. This is our goddess pose this evening. Hello, goddesses. And breathe. And on your next inhale, come up on your right toes. Exhale down. Inhale up on your left. Exhale down. Right, inhale and exhale. Left, inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale, right toes and exhale. Inhale, left toes and exhale. Hands back to your hips. Straighten your knees. And then let's point all of your toes over towards the right. Your right foot is in front, your left foot is in the back. Your right toes are pointing straight ahead. Your left toes are about 90 degrees. And then go ahead and lunge into your right leg. See if your right hip can come back just a little bit. Inhale, reach your arms up into a warrior one. Engage through the core, lift through your chest. Allow that energy to come from your shoulders, through your elbows to your wrists, and reach nice and strongly up towards the ceiling. Make sure your front knee is tracking towards the pinky toe edge of your foot. Keep that action as you exhale. Open up to warrior two with your right hand reaching forward, your left hand reaching back. And again, you're reaching with purpose. Reach out through your arms, from your shoulders to your elbows, elbows to your wrists, and out your fingers. Checking that knee. Make sure your right knee stays pulled towards the pinky toe edge. Hands to your hips. Let's bring all your toes to face the long edge of the mat again. Back out into goddess for a moment. Inhale up nice and tall, and then exhale as you lower down, roll your thighs open, arms to cactus. We're going to do this again. Inhale, lift your right toes down, exhale. Inhale left, and exhale. Inhale right, exhale lower, inhale left, exhale lower. One more time. Inhale right, exhale, inhale left, and exhale. Hands to your hips. Straighten your legs. Let's point all of your toes over towards the left. Left toe straight ahead, right toes at a 90-degree angle. See if you can pull your left hip back a bit. And bend into your left knee and inhale, reach up. Warrior one. Engaging your core, lifting through your chest. Reach up as if you'd like to touch the ceiling. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. And on your next exhale, left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Check your left knee and then reach with purpose. Turning on the muscles in your arms. Hands back to your hips. Straighten your left leg, point all your toes towards the long edge of the mat again. Now, if you'd like one more chance to go into goddess, you can point your toes out towards the corners. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, roll your thighs away, lower down, hands to cactus. And if you'd like, we're going to inhale up to all 10 toes, exhale down. Inhale up and exhale 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Straighten your legs, heel toe your feet. Step at the top of the mat for a moment. We're going to do our half sun salutation again to make sure you're still nice and warm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Place your hands on your hips. Open to the side again. Feet are about the legs width apart. Keep your hands on your hips. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, fold from your hip crease and place your hands on the floor under your shoulders. Your knees can have a bend in them. And as you inhale, flatten your back. And as you exhale, walk your hands towards the space between your feet. Wherever they land is appropriate. Allow your weight to just a little tutter back and forth, a little teeter between the balls of your feet and your heels. And then settle into a place of balance where all four corners of your foot are meeting the floor. Inhale, hands back out under your shoulders. Exhale with a slight bend to your knees, place your hands on your hips. And inhale, come all the way up. Inhale, your arms out to the side. And clasp them behind. And on the exhale, fold forward, allowing your head to hang. And see if you can bring your hands off of your low back any amount. And then slowly bend through your knees and inhale. Nice and slow. Take your time. Come all the way up. All right, let's put our hands back on our hips. Turn all your toes over to the right. You're going to bend into your right knee again and inhale your arms up. Warrior one. And on your next exhale, bring your hands down. Clasp them behind. Inhale, lift up through your heart. And then exhale, fold forward. Your right shoulder comes inside your right thigh. And your hands come off of your low back any amount. Inhale, back up nice and slow. Release your hands, bring them to your hips. And turn your toes back to the center. And then take them all the way over to the left. And we're going to lunge into the left leg. Inhale, your arms up over your head. And on your next exhale, bring your hands down. Clasp them behind your back. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, lower to your left shoulder is inside your left knee. Raise your hands off your tailbone any amount. Inhale, come back up nice and slow. Inhale, your arms up. Hands to your hips. Let's come back to center. Heel toe your feet together. And step back to the top of your mat. I'm going to transition through a half sun salutation to get to our mats. So inhale up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold and plant your hands. And then walk your feet back to downward facing dog. Pause here for just a moment. And then take your knees wide, toes to touch. Pull your hips back over your heels. Walk your arms forward as much as is comfortable. And then bring your forehead to the mat. Pause here and breathe. Take your right arm, thread it under your left, and come onto your right shoulder and the right side of your head. Stretch your right arm out again. Let's take your left now, thread it under the right. Outside of your left shoulder, the left side of your head, come to the mat. The left arm reaches long. Walk your hands in towards your body. Lower onto one hip and straighten your legs out in front of you. And I'm going to turn to face the camera, just so it might be easier for you to see me and hear me. Pull your right knee in and place the sole of your right foot on your mat. Left foot is flexed. You're going to inhale up nice and tall. And exhale, twist to the right, wrapping your left arm around your right knee. On each inhale, you can stretch up through the top of your head, and exhale, maybe twist just a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, look center. Exhale, unwind. Inhale up nice and tall, and exhale. You can place your right elbow inside your right thigh and twist to the left. And come back through center. Straighten out your right leg and pull your left leg in. Inhale up nice and tall. And exhale, twist to the left, wrapping your right arm around your knee, placing your left arm behind you. Inhale up center. Exhale, unwind. And now left elbow comes inside your left thigh. Inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, unwind. Straighten both legs out. Give them a little shake. We worked kind of hard tonight. So let's take now your right foot and bring your heel outside of your left sitting bone. And then your left leg sits on top so that your knees are stacked. Then you're going to reach your right arm up. Left arm holds onto the elbow while your right arm reaches behind your back. And release. And while we're here, let's see if you just want to fold forward a little bit. Come back up. And then if you were with me one other time when we did this, let's give this a try again. If you've never tried it before, stay with us. You're going to roll onto your right hip. And your left foot's going to be pressed into the mat. You're just going to straighten your legs, walk your hands towards the back, keep just pivoting on your feet, walk your hands towards the front. And you're going to find yourself in cow facing pose with the other leg on top. So your left leg's on the bottom with your left foot outside your right sitting bone, your right leg's on top. You're going to inhale, your left arm up, right arm holds onto your tricep, and allow your left hand to fall behind your head. And release your hands. Nothing fun to do here, just unwrap your legs. Shake them out. All right, I'm gonna go back to sitting sideways so you can see me easier. Your right shin is gonna be parallel to the right side of the top of your mat. And your left leg is going to come back and rest outside of your hip. We're gonna just pause here for a moment and decide if you'd like to take this deeper into pigeon pose. And if you'd like to, just roll forward a little bit so you can work on straightening out your left leg. See if your hip points are even. And on your exhale, start walking your hands out, allowing your upper body to come towards the mat. Pause here. We're going to take about 3 to 4 breaths. Really tune in to your breathing. To the sense of your body breathing, to the parts that move with the breath. Notice how it feels in your body to be in this particular pose for this long. Now see if you can just take it back to the breath again. Allowing that to keep you here for one more breath. On your inhale, walk up onto your hands, roll onto your right hip, and let's turn around the other direction. Left foot is parallel to the top of the mat, your left shin. Your right leg comes out to the side. And if you can, it does look like you can see all the way down to the floor. So right here's my left leg, and my right leg is coming out to the side. Pause here for a moment. And if you'd like to take this all the way into pigeon, you can slide forward a little bit. Pull your right leg out behind you. Make sure your hip points are balanced. You're not sagging into one side or the other. And on your exhale, start to walk your hands forward. Upper body comes towards the mat. We're going to pause here again for about 4 breaths. Turning our focus inward. Noticing our sensations in our body. Noticing the sensation of your pose, the sensation of your breath. See if you can stay here for one more breath cycle. And then press yourself up. And come back to seated. Shake your legs out. Let's transition back down to our backs for a few more poses. Start with knees bent. And windshield wiper back and forth, nice and gentle. All right, stretch both legs out. Inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, right knee to your chest. See if it feels any different than it did when we started class tonight. My hips feel a little bit looser than they did. Point and flex. Make circles. First one way and then the other. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, pull your left knee in. Pointing and flexing. Making circles. And the other way. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, pull both knees in. I'm going to roll around for just a minute. All right, both feet come to the mat, knees are bent. Right ankle crosses over your left thigh. And you can simply press on your right thigh, or you can reach behind your left leg and pull it in towards your chest. Both feet are flexed. Pause here for a couple of breaths. And keep your right ankle where it is. Lower your left foot down. Your left hand comes down, pulls onto your right ankle. Twist to the left, bringing the sole of your right foot down to the mat. Right arm reaches out, or even over your head, whichever's most comfortable for you. And see if your right knee can press towards the front wall. All right, right hand comes back. Use both hands to pull your right knee in towards your left shoulder. Just change the location of the sensation from the stretch, from the pose. All right, release. Come back to center and unwind. A little gentle windshield wiper. Then left ankle crosses over your right thigh. Again, either pressing gently on your left thigh or reaching behind your right and pulling it in. Both feet are flexed. Take another breath here. And then lower your right foot down. Right hand holds onto your left ankle. Twist to the right, bringing the sole of your left foot down. Right arm can come out to the side or over your head. And then see if you'd like to, see if this knee can press towards the front wall. Notice where the sensation is located when you do this. Relax your knee and then take both hands. Pull your left knee towards your right armpit. Notice the possibility the sensation moved elsewhere now that we've changed the direction of our knee. And then release, come back to center and unwind. Gentle windshield wiper back and forth. All right, arms either to a cactus or to T. Pick up your hips, shift them left and place them back on the mat. Allow your knees to lower to the right. And then if you'd like, you can look over your left shoulder. Relax for a moment, take a couple of breaths. And then let's come back to your center. Pick up your hips, shift them right, place them back on the mat. And allow your knees to lower over to the left. And if you'd like, you can look over your right shoulder. And come back to center. Reposition so you're centered on the mat. Gentle windshield wiper. All right, bring your knees to center with your feet about hip width apart. Walk your heels in a little bit towards your thighs. Probably want about 5 or 6 inches between the bottom of your sit bones and your heels. Roll your shoulder blades under. On your next inhale, imagine you're trying to squeeze a buck between your thighs. Inhale, press up into just a small bridge. Hold here and breathe. And exhale, lower down. Pause for a moment. We're going to do that 2 more times. Press your feet into the mat. Imagine you have a block between your thighs. Inhale, press up. And breathe. Relax through your glutes. And exhale, lower down. Pause here before we go 1 more time. You can windshield wiper if you'd like. All right, back to center, last bridge pose. Make sure your feet are set. Shoulder blades tucked. Imagine holding the block between your thighs and inhale, press up. And if you'd like, you can clasp your hands under your body. And exhale, slowly lower down. Windshield wiper back and forth. Pull your knees into your chest. Roll around. And then allow your knees to open towards your armpits. Reach between your legs and hold on to the pinky toe edges of your feet. And as you lie your upper body back down onto the mat, shine the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling into happy baby. And we're going to rock a little bit. And when you release, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together down to the mat, and your knees will be opened up to the sides. So your legs form like a diamond. Just lay here for a moment and pause. Your hips a moment to open up even further. One more breath here. And then you can use your hands to help bring your knees towards each other. Roll onto one side. And then let's go ahead and start getting set up for Shavasana. It's our final resting pose for the night. If you're new to yoga, we do generally do Shavasana laying on our backs, legs stretched out long, feet falling open to the sides, arms by your side, relaxing. If you want a blanket, a pillow for under your knees, take a moment and really set yourself up to be comfortable. I'll give you, about 30 seconds or so. And when you're ready, you can soften your gaze or go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to do a brief guided meditation, and then I will turn on some music and you'll have several minutes just to rest on your own. So make sure you're comfortable. And when you're ready, begin with taking deep, gentle breaths, trying to expand the full area of your torso from your abdomen into your chest and your rib cage. Nice and slow, taking your time. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Inhaling, expanding through the belly, the low rib cage, and the heart center. Exhale, contracting through the belly, the low rib cage, and your chest. And again, inhale. And exhale. And on your next inhale, perceive a slight pause at the top of the inhale. Notice the sensation of the air being held in your lungs. And then when you're ready, exhale. You don't have to wait for me on that. Just every time you inhale, though, pause for a moment before you begin to exhale again. And again, as you inhale and pause, you'll notice sensations of fullness in the chest as you've added air, that extra air, and you're holding it. Maybe you feel, feeling of satisfaction because you have air that you're breathing. You might notice your heart beating. Depending on how long you hold your breath, you might notice that the desire to exhale arises on its own. And after several rounds of inhaling and pausing at the top, On your next exhale, add a slight pause at the bottom of your breath. Maybe notice how the sensations are different when you do that. Now there's not that sense of expansion, but instead there's that sense of the air being gone from your lungs. How does that feel? How's that, what kind of feelings does that bring up for you that might be different than when you hold on the inhale? And as you're pausing in the exhale, you'll notice that the urge to inhale again arises on its own. And with both pauses, only hold it as long as you're comfortable. We don't want you to feel panicked to get to that next breath. And then notice what you prefer. Do you prefer holding the inhale, that sense of fullness and energy, or do you prefer holding on the exhale, that sense of quiet and calm? You can feel free to stay with this practice. I am going to give us some music for the next few minutes. You feel free to stay with this practice, or you can release it and just sit with how you feel right now. How you maybe feel since we started class to the end of class, what kind of sensations you feel in your body. Maybe you just want some rest and relaxation. Begin to bring your awareness back to this space. Take your time, really enjoy the process of slowly waking up your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, you can start to make circles with your hands and your feet. And go the other direction. Maybe make some circles with your arms a little bit, move your knees and legs back and forth. Stretch your arms over your head and your feet in the opposite direction. Really waking up all of the muscles. Roll over onto one side and pause. Resting there for as long as you'd like. We're eventually all going to meet again in a comfortable seat. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks again to Susan G. Komen, Columbus, for showing this for us. Thank you for Chemo Brain showing up tonight. I appreciate your patience with me. Every once in a while, Chemo Brain shows up and words are very difficult. And so thank you all very much for joining us. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.